Hello, hello. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you out of Colorado. Red Rock Theater up here, this big old amphitheater. I've been walking around looking. It's kind of empty right now, but it's a cool place. It's a huge amphitheater up here. You can look down there and see the stage, and a lot of stars come out and at night because it's there's no roof on it. It's an open air amphitheater. Anyway, it's a neat place in Colorado here. I wanted to give to you a link. I haven't done much on the temple ceremony for the Mormon Church. There's a lot of videos that I don't think are as good and as accurate as this link that I'm giving to you. I did a video years ago, 2 years ago, on being a temple worker, a veil worker in the Los Angeles temple. And since then, I haven't really detailed. I detailed pretty much as I remember. But this link is excellent. I've reviewed it. Now, I don't put anything on my links that I haven't checked and find accurate and find truthful. Now, here's the problem, okay? I guess I'm unique when I do my videos. I've never made a dime. I've never made a dime. These are my equipment, my doorknob, my time on the clock. I don't charge anything. Never have, never will. Never have, never will. I always believe that when money becomes involved in human endeavors, there's always evil. There's always wickedness. There's always lying. There's cheating, and etc. However, I have to respect that my position is unusual because I'm retired. I have all the money I need, all the money I want. I don't need to charge for anything, and that's why I don't. I try to be honest. I try to be upfront. I try not to deceive anybody anyway. So this website is excellent with its information. It looks like it's right out of the temple ceremony, as I remember it. Now, the guy's selling a couple of books on it. The guy's selling some pamphlets on it. You can't do this kind of a show unless you're making some money somewhere if you're still supporting families and you're not retired. Well, again, I never put anything up, and when some of you have tried to put comments up and I click on them and it's selling something, I usually just block you. No one uses my site to make money. However, I have to be honest that this guy has done the work, and he's trying to get his books and pamphlets sold a little bit to supplement him. So, is it evil? Not always. I'm going to make an exception this time because I have clicked on most of the areas that he's reporting in, and oh my God, it's very extensive, and it's accurate. If you really want to know what goes on in a Mormon temple, and you really want to know what's been changed, what hasn't been changed, the things he's reporting, I remember. My first time to the temple, I was 19 years old. And we did have the 5 points of fellowship. That's changed now because it was the 6 points of fellowship most of the time, and the women didn't like that. Anyway, there's been a few changes. But this is extremely accurate. So if you want to know what goes on in a Mormon temple and all of the wild things that you've heard, the earlier days were even more wild than this. But you take a look at this, and this is why they don't tell their people what goes on in the temple. It's a secret until you get there. Because if most people read this like you're going to and see it, they're going to go, holy shit, I ain't going in there. That's crazy stuff. Well, the Mormons say it's sacred, but it's secret. Before you go to the temple, you're not allowed to know any of this information. And when you get in the first room there, in the endowment, they'll say, well, if any of you don't want to be here and take on these obligations, raise your hand now, and you can leave. Well, we didn't know what the obligations were. It's kind of backwards there. Why don't you tell us what the obligations are going to be? Then we can decide, as an intelligent person, do we want to be here or do we want to leave? So anyway, if you're curious, you want to know what goes on in a Mormon temple, baptisms, washing and anointings and the endowment and marriage. I was a veil worker, so I was God. In the temple, I was God. I was the one that brought the people through the veil, and with all the secret handshakes and all of the first tokens and second tokens of the priesthood and all of the paraphernalia that goes on there. So anyway, I'm going to put it on my website, not to make this guy any money. I don't know the guy. He's not going to send me a dime. I'm not interested ever in you sending me money or anyone making money. This is just truth. Truth shouldn't cost money. I'm lucky that I can do this and not charge a thing for it. He's got to charge a little something, but he's done an excellent job. And, you know, if we work and we do a good job, we should get paid. So anyway, I can use his stuff as long as I give him the rights and the name. So if you want to buy one of his books, hell, buy one of his books. But don't send me any money. This has nothing to do with the Bard. I'm wishing you goodbye, and you certainly should have health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and in the sinews. Take a look at this video and link, and you'll know what those words mean and where they came from. Signing off.